Welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it is ITC Sportsball. And I, of course, am your man, Jerome Span, and I'm here with those two gentlemen that you know. We, of course, have got the hot take spitter, that man that lets it rip like Dylan spits. He is that man.
You know it's your boy Mace ready to come back with the hot takes.
And of course, we have the resident troll of ITC, that guy who knows how to get the fire started. He sees a fire going, he comes with the gasoline can and says, "Throw it on there, baby. Let's go." He is that man, Daryl. Oh no. See, here we go.
I was choked on my drink, dog.
Here we go. Right away with the bull right now. See, this is what we talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Right away, Daryl gets into the bull, and we might as well start there since Daryl had already brought us there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got the hot UFC card tonight. We have got the return of Daryl's boy, Kobe Covington, into the ring tonight. So, Daryl, since you didn't already said it, you picking Kobe to win this. Why is he winning this fight tonight? Trash. All I'm hearing is trash. What you should have said, really, I don't know why you buried the lead, but it's the championship of the Trump fighters tonight, baby. We got Masvidal and Covington. They fighting for their president tonight. They trying to get his love and affection tonight, baby. Let's Masvidal. I mean, think about it. The last time he went out there against another Trump champion, he got punched and had a whole galaxy around his head of sweat because that man was knocked out cold. So this is a Trump championship tonight. We're going to call it what it is. Okay, all right. It's the Trump championship. And if you want me to be honest with you, I hope they go in there. And y'all ever seen that one video? It's the rarest thing ever, right? In the MMA fight where the two dudes punch each other at the same time and knock each other out. I hope that happens tonight. I hope there's no winner. I hope it's a draw. So all them Trump people got to go home mad. Okay? That's how I feel. But I'm taking Masvidal. All that being said, I think he's gonna knock Covington out, dog. I think he know what it is. Covington, he ain't getting another shot at Marty because Marty, even if he does get another shot, the man he likes to refer to as Marty Fake Newsman is gonna knock his ass out. So okay. He needs to stop and worry about Masvidal tonight. Because look, one thing, in all seriousness, one thing we have to give Masvidal credit for is he's always dangerous. He has that power to put you out in one punch. Knowing that and knowing that he's normally a difficult guy to put away, we have to think that he has an opportunity to win tonight, right? But we will see on that. Mace, I got to ask, in the battle of the Trump championship here, who you got tonight?
Do I have to pick one? I mean, can we both get like pre-fight injuries and not even have a fight?
No.
I don't know, man. Kobe Covington is just a poop stain. Let's call him what he really is. Masvidal is not much better. He's kind of like I didn't wipe that good, and he got a little bit of stain left in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Do I have to pick one? If I have to pick one, I'd say I'd rather see Jorge knock out Kobe than the other way around because, I mean, from Dana White's perspective, I think he needs Kobe Covington to win. He needs that. He needs that to get the numbers back up because I don't. It might be fixed, bro. He might. I don't know, dog. I just. So if it goes to a decision, man, unless Kobe Covington just get beat up for 5, is it a 3-round or 5-round fight? Okay, if he just get beat up for 5 rounds, then obviously he has to get Jorge has to get the dub. But if it's like a close contest and it goes to a decision, they're gonna give it to Kobe. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, you think them judges is coming in like living in America?
Bro, I just feel it in my bones, bro. You know, you look at somebody, you just like ugh. That's how I feel about this. I mean, I hope Jorge knocks him out. Well, since you over here going for Kobe, you need to call him by his actual name and call him George. Call him by his American name. His American name is George.
That's your man.
He couldn't just make it without saying that. He couldn't do it.
So tired of this, man. I get so tired of him and this let me bang book. Regardless, Masvidal is gonna probably come out with this dub tonight. Okay. And I'm sorry, Daryl. I honestly, if not how the last fight went for Masvidal, I might be with you here. But I think he has a lot to prove tonight. I think this is one of those fights that, hey, I gotta win this, or I'm retired, or even if I don't retire, I'm never getting another big fight again. So he has to win this fight, and I think he's going to come prepared for this and be ready to handle his business once he goes into the cage. So I have to go with Masvidal in this, even though, like I said, it's the battle of the Trump fighters, and I really, honestly, I hope that they both just go in there and knock each other out. So I mean, that's what it is, right? Well, Woodley versus Kobe. Okay. Woodley let us all down. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. He let the culture down on that one. Okay. All right. That was not an L he should have took. That was one of those where it's like, you can't take this L, dog. Otherwise,
bite his kneecap if you got to. Do what you got to do in that fight, bro. Get disqualified, dog. You just can't outright lose.
No, bro. What, that was not a good look for the culture. Okay, that was not, plain out and simple. But regardless, I hope we don't get caught too much there, because I really hate the fact that it's a bunch of Trump fighters fighting out there tonight, and I'm supposed to be entertained by this, so I could do without all of that entirely. But regardless, we have to keep things moving, of course. So Daryl, I have to ask you real quick. We're going to start right here with you. The reports are coming out this week that since Sean McVay, as we talked about last week, turned the bag down, that you know what I'm saying, that $20 million a year, after he turned it down, now word on the street is they trying to throw that bag at Kirk Herbstreit. Daryl, if you're Herbstreit, what do? Do you stay as the lead guy with all the college football coverage where you're, you know, as great as the position is, right, there is some inconvenience to it, right? You're out here traveling around the country all the time. You're having to be up early and you're staying up late every Saturday, right? Amazon's pretty much asking you to just be their lead football guy and come in and be announcing games for them. Should Herbstreit leave ESPN and go get that bag? Barring they offering him the same bag as Sean McVay. They got it. No, no. Jeff Bezos is bold enough to come out after this man gonna go to space and be like, I want to thank all the employees and all the customers for sending me to space. It's like, yo, if he isn't the most Lex Luthor, he is Lex Luthor.
Jeff Bezos is a villain, dog.
Dog, come on, think about it. He's bald head, Lex Luthor bald head. He likes to put on like he's a good guy, but he's actually an a-hole. We know this, right? And he's super rich to the point to where he can basically do whatever the hell he wants. Tell me that's not Lex Luthor. It's so true. It's so true. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna take a step back and start spending this money real quick. A little bit. He gave her enough that instantly made her one of the richest people in the world.
She's the richest woman in the world after divorcing Jeff Bezos. Like, her wealth by herself, there is no other woman who has more wealth than her. And all she did was marry. Yeah, marry Jeff Bezos.
Hey, I'm gonna give her credit though. She stayed loyal for years. She helped that man build up that company. She put in her time. And guess what? She kept everything under wraps. Because look, we know there was probably some things going on with Mr. Bezos being like rich and famous now out there, you know what I'm saying, that he probably was doing. And she knew about.
She just bided her time.
Right?
She was like,
exactly. She said, look, it's cool. It's cool. I ain't going to blow your spot up, but you're going to give me that bag. I respect that. Get that money. Nah, but she get ITC around here. We respect you, Miss. What I don't know her name, but former Miss Bezos. You the shit. Okay, because look, I also will say this for those that don't know. She's legitimately out here actually trying to do something with her money too, like with her foundation. She's not like, oh, I'm just gonna spend up this money and be super rich. She's legitimately going in, super funding a lot of projects and then moving on to the next one. So I gotta give her credit for trying to actually change the world and do something.
She's trying to die, not a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to figure out how to get rid of all the money. Where a lot of these dudes like, nah, bro, I need to keep that guap.
Yeah, let me just die a billionaire for what?
I don't get it. Basically, that's basically what don't be surprised when we start seeing dudes like Bezos and them, and these motherfuckers start building tombs like these damn Egyptian pharaohs, dog. Don't be surprised.
I can see it right now, step. Bro. Just in the middle of Montana, just be fucking pyramids and shit.
Oh God!
These huge stone structures with a JB on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, when it start happening, people just remember Sportsball told y'all first. We was out here telling y'all, like, hey, it's gonna happen. They gotta find something to do with that money and find some way to still stun on everybody when they dead. So,
but to get back on the point though, if I'm Herb Street, if they giving out the McVay money, take the bag, take it. But to Amazon, get somebody else. Stop recycling ESPN's niggas, man. Get somebody else. Get somebody new. If it don't work out, you still got the money to give to whoever. Just get somebody new.
I just don't personally understand, like you said, Mace, why they feel the need to keep recycling the same dudes. Look, man, I get it. You want Herb Street to help you with a lot of your coverage and stuff like that. Look, there's younger people out there that are good at this job too, and you can go get some of them. Okay. I'm not gonna say no names of nobody because ain't none of y'all paying me, and ain't none of y'all my homeboys like that. So sorry, can't do it.
Yeah, listen, I'm not. Can't throw no names out there.
I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say it, but there's plenty of people that they can do the job. So Amazon, please go pay somebody else because I respect what Kirk Herbstreit does with college football, but I also hate how he is Ohio State through and through. As a Michigan fan, it sours me to him, so I can't really mess with him because he always out here jocking for Ohio State. So maybe that's why I feel that way. But yes, go get some other people from Amazon. This is ridiculous. We don't need the same people over and over.
But Herb Street, take the bag.
Hey, yeah, hey, look, now Herbie, if you hit his Herbie, we just telling you. Yeah, I know
Take the
ESPN. I know you like the only ESPN employee, I believe, that actually has like a private jet on use like all the time, right? I know you're the only one, but my boy, Jeff Bezos got money to have jets.
He can put you on a submarine to get you somewhere, bro. Want to pull up in a sub?
Yo,
you want to talk about balling? Pull up in a sub.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I hope Amazon goes and gets some, some different people. But if they throw that bag at you, Herbie, you better go get that bag. Now, Mace, I have to ask you this. Speaking of getting the bag, we're again seeing baseball in our lifetime locking out because these owners don't really want to pay the players, right? We know what this is. We see it in these negotiations a lot of times with all the major professional sports, right? That for the most part, they don't really want to pay the players, right? That's why they have salary caps and stuff and max salaries in place because they don't want to have to actually pay somebody what they're worth. All that being said, baseball's locked out again. They've already canceled the opening games. It's looking like it's only going to get more and more games after this. It looks like they're still negotiating. But I have to ask, Mace, again, with the baseball owners always crying poor, is it time that people wise up to everything and realize that this is all a scam because they're trying not to pay? Because just keep this in mind, people, why I'm prefacing this question to Mace and Daryl this way. As these owners are making all-time revenues, all time, they are paying less percentage-wise than they have. Think about that for a second. They're making all-time revenues paying less of a percentage than what they did even 10 years ago. So, Mace, I have to ask, is it time for everybody to wisen up and realize that, hey, owners, stop locking us out of these sports that we like to watch? Because we know you're just greedy fucks.
So first off, let me just let our listeners know that there's no such thing as a small market. All these motherfuckers are billionaires. There is no small market. There's no a Cleveland can't pay somebody like New York. That's a bunch of bullshit. These dudes are they're just greedy. There's no other way around it, man. Sports owners seem to be like the greediest, or we see them being the greediest because they're in the public more than just your average billionaire. I mean, outside of Bezos and Elon and a few other billionaires that we've been known were billionaires forever, you only ever really hear about sports owners as the other billionaires in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just cheap. They're greedy and cheap. That's what it comes down to. One of the selling, or one of the points that they have the owners in uproar about the whole CBA is them paying the players, paying for their meals. So I mean, you have paid employees traveling, but you ain't gonna pay for them to eat. I already thought that was a thing. I didn't think baseball players had to pay for their own food, or any professional sport had to pay for their own food while they're traveling. They gotta pay for their own food? Huh?
Baseball owners don't want to pay the players anything except a check to play the game. They don't want to have to provide them high quality places. What baseball really reminds me of, Mace? Tangentially, right? Did you see the story about the WNBA, right, that we talked about, where the New York Liberty were going to get in trouble because they were willing to charter flights for their players, so their players didn't have to deal with all the nonsense. If you guys want to know what we're talking about, go look up. There's been great stories done about it by many people, including the Undefeated and the Root have done great stories on this. That talk about all the nonsense the WNBA players have had to deal with, and why most of them still have to play in places like overseas where, by the way, Russia let Brittany Griner the hell out of Russia. Y'all are ridiculous right now, sitting there holding that woman in there. Let her get out of there. She don't want to be there. Y'all crazy. But regardless, this is why so many of them have to go overseas, because of the nonsense that goes on here as far as their salaries and their travel goes. Now, Mace, why I say tangentially is related. It's the same argument. These owners don't want to have to do what the Yankees, what the Dodgers, what other teams will do, because we know if there's no luxury tax in place, Mace, that they want to have in, which, by the way, the teams, Mace, that turned it down. What was it? The Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Reds, and the Tigers are opposed to a luxury tax increase. Y'all, and none of y'all even gonna get close to the luxury tax. So get the hell out of here.
They're opposing the luxury tax like they spend money on players. We know they don't spend money, bro.
Like, look, I actually watched this Secret Base the other week, right? Well, and it was about how the Tigers went from being like a great team to then being crap. And their old owner, like the one that actually owned it, not the son that's in charge now, he was spending money, right? So his vote against it would make sense, right? Like, oh yeah, like, nah, I'm not trying to pay more luxury tax. But the son has literally spent in the bottom like 5 of the league for majority of his run there.
That don't make no sense. That makes no sense as a competitive organization to try to spend the least amount of money. That makes no sense.
The problem is it's what we keep trying to tell y'all. We keep trying to put you on the game here at Sportsball and tell y'all over and over. Most of these owners don't actually give a damn about winning. They do not really care.
This is how they make money. They don't give a damn about winning. This is their ability to have a yacht and 3 mansions and have a couple side chicks on the side that just pay some money and tell them to shut up. Like this is all this is to them. This is just their livelihood. This is how they fund their lifestyles.
But
they
don't give a damn
about
winning. Like, if you guys owned a team, right? Wouldn't you, like, just the competitive nature in you that it takes to even get to be a billionaire that can buy a team, right? Once you own the team, wouldn't you still want to like ball out and like be recognized as the best? Like, why are you okay with just sitting here getting a check? I don't understand it.
You got me messed up. If I own an NBA team, I promise you I'm sitting courtside at least half of the home games.
You gonna
at least half.
If I own an NBA team, I'm gonna be in that joint like Bezos and like how Jerry Buss used to be. Jerry was in the house.
Him and Steve Ballmer. He be out there.
Boy, hey.
I love it. Well, it's like they get grandfathered in because I mean, every now and then somebody buys into one of these sports organizations, but it kind of just seems like they just pass them joints down to somebody else in the family, and they just keep on either not spending money or they like, you know what, I'm spending money. It goes either way. It's like it's either they're gonna get in there and just start spending all the money, or they just ain't spending none of it because I'm trying to be super rich.
But you gotta be super rich just to buy one of these teams. That's why it's like how much money, like we was talking about with Bezos' ex-wife, right? And I'm sorry, ma'am, if you ever see the show, I'm sorry that I don't know your name. I'm going to look it up before the end of the show here. I'm sorry because I feel so disrespectful doing that. But
I'm gonna do it right now.
It's like we was talking about, right? How much money do you need, bro? Like what is enough? Because you're getting all this money hand over fist anyway from your TV deals as it is. But like, think about it, Mace. They wanted to crowd a poorhouse like as soon as the COVID stuff was happening, right? When we had to shut down sports and all and shut down the world, right? But what did they end up getting, Mace? What's her name? I'm sorry?
Mackenzie Scott.
Miss Mackenzie Scott, we are sorry. We are sorry, Miss Mackenzie Scott. Being disrespectful. I apologize for that. But yes, I appreciate what you out here doing. But to the point that we was talking about, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to have the best team. Like, how much money do you need? What is enough? Because look, plain out simple, if you're not the richest person in the world yet, with whatever you did to get to this point, you're not going to ever become that person. So don't you just want to win at everything you do? Like that. Look, I hate the Yankees, Mace, but you want to know something? I respected the hell out of old man Steinbrenner. You know why? Because that man said, I don't give a damn what the cost is. We winning. And think about how crazy this is, Mace. In the years that they were spending over $200 million a year on their salary, they won the World Series one time. So why do we even put these salary caps and stuff in place? What's even the purpose? I don't understand.
It's that whole myth of a small market or like that, bro. That is such that like I said, everybody that owns a professional sports team is a billionaire. There is no such thing as a small market to billionaires. They are the market.
I'm sorry. The Florida Marlins would have notoriously didn't have fans in the stands for years and years and years, right? They sold for over $2 billion. $2
billion.
Get out of my face trying to act like y'all ain't still making money. Look, I understand that some of these owners are just cheap, tight asses, but I'm sorry, dog. If that was me, I'm gonna be like old man Steinbrenner. I'm trying to win every damn year.
And you know what? And until they got a wheelchair be out on the field after we win, I'm out there. First person. I'm storming the court. You got me messed up. What? My team? My shit? I'm out there. Hyped as fuck. Hey, like how these owners be coming down after their teams win championships. I'm coming down there drunk because I'm hyped. Let my team for instance, if the Super Bowl, if the game was kind of decided maybe like mid third quarter, I knew my team had it in the bag. I'm getting lit. And then I'm sliding out there on the field lit because my team just won. What?
But again, you have to win. You have to be trying to actually win, which we know so many of these teams are not trying to do at all. No. So I look, for those that want to do with the argument of, oh, it's millionaires versus billionaires, kinda, but not. If you actually peel back the surface, not really. It's really the billionaires are just trying to screw everybody over. It's really, if you want to be honest, what's going on in sports just in general with how these teams are trying to pay players, it is the same thing that we see at everybody else's job in society right now, which is they want to take all the money to the top and tell you peons that are doing the work, you don't deserve all that money. We need to take some of that back. Okay, so hopefully
money's supposed to trickle down to the people, right?
Well, that's what Mitch McConnell and the Republicans keep saying, Mace. They keep saying trickle down economics will work. I'm still waiting on some fucking results.
Hey, listen, bro. Company I work for just bought the second competitor in 3 years. Bought two of our competitors in a 3-year time span. And people at my job are quitting for other jobs because they need more money. So my job has enough money to buy its competitors out, and people still quitting because they need more money. What kind of shit is that?
I think we can all tell you right on. My job, company I work for, they just bought a very, very key resource for the industry, but yet somehow they're like, we don't know if we got that money for y'all. I'm like, it is what it is, right? So it's like I said, people, it is what you're seeing in society going on everywhere, where it's like they really are not trying to pay people. So it is what it is. Hopefully, as the fans of baseball and as the fans, that like to go out to these games, especially, it's a good summertime thing to do with the family, right? It's good to go out, kick it at a baseball game, have some drinks, have some food, boom, go out and leave. Me personally, baseball's too damn long. I probably will not stay for no 9 innings unless it is a riveting game. Like it has to be riveting, or like somebody's got to be on the verge of history.
The last game that I stayed all 9 innings for, my job paid for, so I didn't have to come out of pocket for.
And I'm just saying, 9 innings.
That's the only reason why I was there for all 9. Because if it's
9 innings is a long time.
I'm out by 6. Either I'm showing up at 4 or 5, or I'm out by 6. There's no in between.
Can't do it. But it's hopefully they will get there together and start paying the players, and we can stop all this BS talking that they always trying to do. Everything you notice every time it comes contract time, May say, "We ain't got no money, but we're making record profits, but we ain't got no money." Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. It can't be both. You can't be making record profits and not have no money.
So you can't be rich and poor at the same time.
Like, it doesn't work. It's an oxymoron. It is. Record profits, but we ain't got no money. You're not spending more than you ever have, but you ain't got no money.
That don't make no damn sense.
Like I said, absurdity with these billionaires out here trying to cry poor all the time. I'm done with it, right? But we have to move forward here because I have to ask y'all fellas on a very, very serious note. Did y'all see that man get DDT'd in that boxing fight?
Oh, nuts.
His lights turned off from DDT. Did you notice that? He was out.
Oh, yeah, he was done for. Done.
He was out.
I commend the DDT-er for the wherewithal to realize that he's got this dude in a compromised position and he's leaning on me. So let me just go ahead and take his ass out real quick. Because the setup, the guy's leaning on him, heads down. So he's like, you know what? Shit, I got it. Bye. Listen, bro, I'm to the DDTE. That's cold, dog, because you were out, bro. Like, did he get back up and finish the fight?
Yeah, he kept fighting after that, but his legs was a little bit wobbly.
Oh, okay. So it was one of them situations where he was just out there on guts alone. Hey,
Daryl, what would you do?
The lights was out, but he had a candle flickering up there.
The wind was blowing hard on that candle. That flame. He was over there, motherfucker, like, oh no, my God.
But listen though, dog, like that's nuts. Like I said, bro, the wherewithal to DDT a dude given the opportunity.
Daryl, I gotta ask, what would you do if you realize a dude DDT'd you in a boxing fight you were supposed to be having? Are you done boxing at that point and saying we go in WWE style on this man? Like, I'm gonna tell you something. You DDT me and I realize it. Okay, like after I woke up, I realized this man just DDT me. I'm gonna have to drop kick your ass through the ropes. I'm sorry, dog. Like, no. What's going on, Daryl? I have to ask. If you realize a man DDT you, is you just gonna box it out with him the rest of the fight? Oh man. Oh, it's too much.
That's a whole canvas. It's just like a vinyl mat over a big ass piece of cardboard. Like that.
He was trying to peel his muffin cap back blue. Oh no.
Hey, I'm gonna look at that man like he crazy. Did you see what he just did to me, bro?
Yeah, nah, you DDT me, dog. Like I said, I'm drop kicking you through the ropes, and we just gonna have an all out brawl in the arena. Cause like, nah, I'm not cool with that. You're not just gonna do me like that. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with one of them thumbs to the eye, like Ric Flair, and then I'm gonna bounce off the rope and blam. I'm gonna hit you with a full double foot kick right through the ropes, baby. I'm not playing that game. You ain't gonna disrespect me in front of my friends. You ain't gonna do that
in front of all his people, because you know his people was there
clowning at
and first off, and then after the fight, I'm fighting everybody in my corner because y'all didn't come up and jump this man after I got DDT. I'm fighting every single one of them. Hey, in the training the next day, every single one of y'all get in this ring one by one because I'm knocking every single one of y'all out. Ain't no way. You in my corner, I get DDT'd, and y'all don't jump up in the ring. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. If you in my corner and you don't fight this man, I promise you, my boy, we gonna fight.
Facts. Speaking of wild stuff, though, Mace, I gotta ask you, bruh. Have you seen all this BS propaganda they out here putting out about this man, Mitch Trubisky, trying to act like he actually good for something besides filling up a damn roster spot and having a jersey on? He ain't no good football player. You got these dumbasses out here. What's his name? I need to look at it. Zach Rosenblatt saying dumb thing. They got the GM of Brandon Bean, the GM of the Bills, saying Mitch Trubisky is the kind of guy you would want your daughter to marry. Well, let me ask you something, Mr. Brandon Blatt. What's the kind of quarterback you don't want your daughter to marry? Could they potentially look like Lamar Jackson? Is that it? Maybe somebody that looks like Justin Fields. You don't want that? Is there something different about them?
Mitchell Trubisky is on a roster simply because, like we said last week, these people just don't want to be wrong about their evaluations. I'm honestly, NFL scouts and general managers are some of the most egotistical individuals ever, because when they get it right, everybody's like, oh my God, you're a genius. But then once they get it wrong, it's kind of like, damn y'all, I was right regardless. So, but yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to say about your backup quarterback. He's the type of guy I want to marry my daughter. Huh? What does marrying your daughter have to do about winning games? I thought that's what we was here for.
Hey, Daryl, what kind of guys do you think he doesn't want his daughter to marry? What kind of quarterbacks do you think he's talking about, Daryl?
Winners.
Since Mitchell Trubisky's the kind of guy he wants his daughter to marry.
Call him by his real name. His real name is Titties Trubisky.
Sir, you only get called that name if your ass can play good at all or have the potential to maybe play good at some point. When you have to earn a name like that, you are Mitchell Trubisky now. Okay? Plain out and simple. Who? Trubisky? I don't think so. I think he just got engaged or something, or married last year or something. I don't know, one or two. I don't give a shit. Look, he ain't on my team no more. I'm glad that sorry bum is gone. So
hey,
we good on
he's
that.
He's never thrown a pick six though, bro. I saw that. That was a real stat. It was like Mitchell Trubisky is the only quarterback in the last 50 years to play I forgot how many games or whatever the case may be. It was he's the only one that hasn't thrown a pick six.
You know what that stat's like, Mace? That's like when they be coming up with them stats where it's like, oh, a dude had a record-breaking stat. He was the first wide receiver to have 137 yards for this team on this day in the calendar during a lunar cycle that is like this in the moon.
Hey, I'm just throwing the facts out there. I'm just giving you the facts, man. Titties is he's never thrown a pick six.
It wasn't for a lack of trying. It wasn't for a lack of trying.
He's in the upper echelon of quarterbacks because he's the only one. That's got to be what's happening if they think Mitchell Trubisky is the type of guy they want to marry their daughter or their granddaughter. I don't know how old he is.
It's clown show. It's a clown show. But speaking of people, go ahead. I mean, do they though? Because there's a lot of people that are afraid of clowns. I blame John Wayne Gacy. I blame him because he was the clown going around and murdering people. So he gave clowns a bad name, and now I think a lot of people have just jumped on board with that because ain't no way you actually scared. But look, man, Bozo was a great influence on everybody's life. All Bozo wanted to do was give you prizes. He said, "Come to my show, play these games, win some prizes, and maybe get to play some Bozo buckets." Okay, clowns can be wonderful. I know some of y'all out there hate them. I know some of y'all probably hated when I had on that damn clown makeup. It was probably giving you nightmares, and I hope it did because it gave me nightmares having to deal with this asshole Daryl not ever trying to bet again. But speaking of stuff that gets under people's skins, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mace's Madness.
So, I really didn't think I was going to have to be talking about this individual again, but they just seem to find their way into the BS again. They were a striking candidate for the Mitch McConnell Award of the Year in our award show. Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene or Green Taylor, I don't know. But apparently
Miss Marjorie Dumbass.
Yeah, she has decided that she no longer wants to hide her racism. And what I mean by that is she is going out and speaking at white supremacist conventions. But this wasn't like no secret convention where somebody kind of maybe found out through the woodworks, like, oh my God, that's her walking through the back door. No, she was there on stage. We knew she was going to be there. She decided to go. And then had the audacity to say that there were some good people in there she was talking to. Where, huh? Good.
There's some good people on both sides, Mace.
Man, like, I remember back in the day, people used to hide their racism. You had to kind of like figure it out with context clues. Now they just don't care. They just like, you know what, bro? I'm out here. This is me. I'm living life. I hate black people, but I'm out here. Like, this is nuts. The fact that she can introduce policies to our United States government, she has power over districts. She has influence over other people. And this is the type of thing that she does and then tries to justify it by saying that she wasn't there for the supremacists. What were you there for? That's what everybody else was there for. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever the case may be, but there are certain people that you just can't get behind. And y'all do it anyways. This don't make no damn sense. My head hurt because of this shit. Listen, bro, I really feel like she's one of those people that like seasons her chicken with the N-word, bro. She has to. There's no other way around it. Cause she's Southern, so I'm pretty sure she's fried chicken. But she does it in the most racist way possible. You know what I'm saying? She probably has a Negro hymn. She probably has a Negro spiritual playing in the background.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it just has to be the worst. Like being around her has to be the absolute worst because it's like I just don't get it. get away with nothing, man. She need to get fried just like anybody else for going to a white supremacist convention and being the keynote speaker. Like the convention was over after she spoke. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the main attraction. Everybody, let's go home. Marjorie didn't spoke. We out. We got our orders. Let's go. That just don't make no damn sense, man. She bought them just to throw them away so other people couldn't buy them. She's like, yeah, let me go ahead and buy all the stocks of candles so nobody else can buy
them.
I can't still. God, I really didn't think that she could do more dumb shit. Like I was like, you know what, man, I want to see how long I can go without bringing up one of these idiots on here. But I couldn't pass this opportunity up to call her a dumbass. I couldn't do it.
No, just call her what she is. She's just a racist. That's all. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I remember the old racists who used to hide that you had context clues. That's how you figured it out. These new ones, they just
weird as it is. I prefer the new ones. So at least I know who you are. At least I know who I'm dealing with. Because then you're not hiding your flaws and your issues, right? At least now I can figure out how to work around you. But yeah, she's a racist. She's just a racist. The only thing that worries me is that these candidates for that side of the aisle seem to keep getting more and more extreme. So, yeah, hopefully we can just stop letting them get into office. That would be great.
Like I said, she has power over people's lives. She dictates. Like I said, she can introduce policy that can get voted. That has a potential to get voted on. This is the type of person who's running our country right now. Like I don't have a punchline for that. Like this is for real. These are the type of people who are running our country. These racist jackasses who don't care about nothing other than their pockets.
And with that being said, as we tell you each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, that was a trip into the mind of a madman, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mace's Madness.
One of these days, I'm gonna have something not so serious and funny, but these people, I can't pass it up.
I understand, like, look, for ITC Combat, right after segment, Span Shenanigans, right? It used to be lighter because I didn't have to deal with such extremes from the Republican Party, right? And racist and shit. So sometimes it gets a little heavy, but we still try and keep it light. We still have a good time around here. And I think that people can understand when you're going, especially our viewers, when you're somebody that's going to a white supremacist conference and you are their keynote speaker, we have no choice but to view you as a racist. You have left us no wiggle room, no option. You can ask either of these guys right here. I'm actually an optimist by nature. I try not to see the shit in people, right? But when you do things like this, there's an old saying they say, right? When somebody is showing you who they are, believe them. I choose to believe y'all. That's all. So don't blame me if I think you're racist, because I try my hardest not to. Look, my lady has called people racist quicker than me. She's like, oh no, those are just racist white people. And she's a white person. That's the crazy part. Like she tells me, like, no, they're just racist. That's all that is. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the wild part. So like, people, don't get me twisted here. Like, it's not, I actually think less people are racist than she does. Like, she thinks more people are racist than me. Because guess what? She'd have heard y'all conversations. That's why.
Hey, she's been in the conversation with y'all.
She done met plenty of y'all that feel that way and feel free with using certain words that'll get you punched in the mouth if you go around the right person. But speaking of punching people in the mouth, I'm sure that's what LeBron James feels like doing with the madness that is going on with the Lakers. Daryl, we're going to start with you because I know, May, you just see the serious, God, the disgust come over his face. I got to ask you, Daryl. I got to ask you, Daryl. With everything being as it stands, right, should the Lakers in the offseason explore blowing the whole thing up? Shipping out LeBron, maybe shipping out AD and seeing if you can do something else, Nate. Now, nobody's taking his deal. Nobody would trade for him. No one. So you're stuck with him. I'm sorry.
Clothes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we have to refer to him as his proper name, Anthony Street Clothes Davis. Okay, we have to make sure. We have to make sure. Hey, look, I'm telling you, just because he's from Chicago, if y'all don't understand why I clown him, then you clearly don't know nobody from Chicago there, because we clown our own right here in old street clothes. Tends to stay in street clothes. So until he shows me differently, that is his name. I mean, so what? You just want to see another super team, so everybody got to lose their mind and they're going to be crying, oh, here goes LeBron again, going to another super team. You want to hear all that again? Do you really want to start that up again with people? That's how you feel? Oh, you missed that. Hey, look, I ain't going to lie to you. Basketball was fun as hell when LeBron went to Miami because people was either really happy with basketball or they was like, I hate it. He ruined the game. Hey, look, let's be real. If not for the fact that Dwayne Wade was a shell of himself at that point, they probably win still. But Dwayne Wade was a shell of himself. Dwayne Wade was like hobbling on one leg. He was basically dragging his leg up the floor to even play. So it is what it is. But yeah, I have to ask Mace, you're the Lakers fan here, right? I'm not a Laker fan. I've always made this clear with people. I support LeBron James. I've been watching this dude since he was in high school. Because guess what? At that same time, I was in high school. Okay? Been watching him since then. I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of a lot of the things he's done off the court. You know, big fan of that. But I'm not a Laker fan. So I have to ask Mace, do you want the Lakers to just blow it up at the end of the year? Because, look, you're in a position now, as it stands, I ain't got no first-round draft picks for a hot minute, okay? For a hot minute. You at this point, you know two big facts about that team. Number one, nobody's taking Westbrook's contract as he gets older. Number two, LeBron's getting older, Westbrook's getting older, and Anthony Davis, the biggest of these three here. Number three, cannot seem to ever stay healthy. So at this point, do you want them to just explore blowing it up and potentially trying to just say, well, man, we got Westbrook, we're stuck with this, we're gonna have to put it in the tank for a year?
First off, I'd like to say I hate it here. I don't even know where to start, man. They chose Westbrook over Buddy Hield. Anthony Davis seems to be like a 6'1" guy who never really understood that he grew 10 inches.
I do want to say, for all those that think I'm a LeBron apologist, LeBron chose Westbrook because that's a LeBron move. They knew they needed to go get Buddy Hield, and he was like, "No, we can make it work with Westbrook."
So, yeah, man, they got to make some wholesale changes. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Carmelo move, excellent. You knew what you were going to get out of Carmelo. Like we at this point, he was cool coming off the bench. You know, he can get you a couple buckets. He can get you 12 to 15. Cool. You need that off the bench. All them other moves, all of them, like every single, like all of them, terrible. Fucking terrible. Trade them all. Like, you know what? Don't trade LeBron.
Do you try and rebuild for one more run around LeBron, or do you just call it all out over? And say
I do believe that they can't trade LeBron, not because they wouldn't get anything for him, just as a franchise. To be the franchise that traded away LeBron, that's gonna stick into some free agents' minds. They're like, shit, I could be that accomplished and still get shipped out. No, damn that. We and then Anthony Davis. It's hard.
Well, Daryl, what do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean we got to stop that narrative?
He's getting old, but he's averaging like 30 points a game. It don't matter. You know what other niggas who have been superstars averaged in year 19? Kareem averaged like 14 points a game in year 19.
That's basically what he's on right now.
Yeah, that he's there with it.
Who they got named? Westbrook, who we all acknowledge on this show that we loved him as a player for years, but God, that man is washed. What does his name? Yeah, his name means washed at this point.
Anthony Davis ain't played enough to earn any other name other than street clothes. So,
but I want to ask you though, Mace, when is it that y'all Laker fans are going to come to reality that this is really what y'all closer to now than what being that old championship team that was under Jerry Buss?
To be honest with you,
when you willing to acknowledge it?
To be honest with you, I was cool with building the players that we had drafted. I was cool with that. It's cool winning championships. Don't get me wrong. I like to boast and brag about winning championships, but I was cool with it.
But when are you going to acknowledge that the Lakers are no longer this team that it's like, oh, I just have to go there? Because wait a minute, I could have sworn
that hasn't been a thing. That hasn't been a thing for like 10 years now.
So you willing to accept it as a Lakers fan?
Yeah. That's been like a 10-year. That's been like 10 years in the making. Where it's just like, you know what, LA is not the only place I can go and be excellent at. So I mean, and now they've crippled themselves in the draft. And then they decided, you know what, we going that 15-year-old in 2027 baller. We can't wait for him. Huh?
All
15-year-old that might turn out to be a baller might not even play basketball. He might go out and be a doctor. He might be a lawyer. He might go be a vet. Who knows what this 15-year-old that you think is going to be a baller in the NBA in 2027 is actually going to be when he decides he wants to play basketball. That don't make no damn sense. You trade away all the other first-round draft picks of the guys who are probably in college or getting ready to go to college. Damn them. We don't want them draft picks. We want that 15. Yeah, him. He's the one that's going to save the franchise. Get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody going to take Anthony Davis. He hurt all the time. You ain't going to get you're not going to get in return what you gave up for Anthony Davis.
Do you want people to hate basketball again? We already had to deal with, what was it?
He just wants to see the world burn.
He does. So So you want to go back to when the past, like those 3 years when KD was in Golden State, when everybody wanted, oh, basketball is ruined. You want that shit again? Bruh, I'm sorry. I cannot want that again when we have got dudes like Ja Morant and the Grizzlies coming up. You got the Bulls coming up. You got all these young teams, and you still have the defending champs and the Bucks out here. I am sorry. I do not want it to go back to where everybody is crying and whining. Look, I was a dude who had no issue with super teams being together. My thought process on it all was, hey, your organization should have done better. And that take that as a Bulls fan who had to watch the Miami Heat put together a big three with a dude from Chicago. Okay.
But man, I don't care what the Lakers got to do, man. Hey, man, sell half your stock in the process. Do what you got to do, man. Westbrook got to go. Under all there is no way LA can open up next season with Westbrook on the team. Ain't no way.
Who's gonna trade for him, Mace?
I don't care what they gotta do.
Mace.
I don't care what they gotta sell in the process.
I have to ask you. See, this is how you guys got into this problem now that you were just sitting here bitching about. You're talking about how you got no first round draft picks, and now you're like, I don't care what we have to do. You know what you have to do? Them other first round draft picks is about to come up that you can trade. You got to trade them too.
Y'all might as well not even pick in the 2020s. Y'all might not just don't pick in the first round. Sell all of them and get Westbrook out of there. Do what you got to do, man. At this point, do what you got to do. Make it happen. I don't care how you do it. I don't care who you get. Get him out of there, because apparently the rumors out of LA is Westbrook is like, damn, what y'all want me to do? I'm doing what I want to do. He's at that point now to where he's just like, I am who I am.
I mean, they traded for him knowing who he was. So
yeah, but he like I said, bro, people always like to think they smarter than what they are. They always like, you know what, Mace, man? I could get him to do better with me.
Mace, what can he do better? He can't shoot. He can't shoot.
I'm not the one that chose Westbrook. I didn't choose him.
He's not your king.
I'm of sound body and mind, and knew that this was going to be a bad idea. Like I said, I don't care what you got to do. I don't care what you got to sacrifice. Go sacrifice. Do what you got to do, man. Westbrook got to go under all circumstances. And half the other geriatric roster, they got to go. Say this all the time. You can't go out there and half your team only got 2 jumps in them all game. You can't do that.
My goodness.
A grand on that roster. They have a grand total of about 10 jumps available to them throughout the entire course of a basketball game. And if they play the second in a back-to-back, you go ahead and drop that down to like 3 or 4. Their legs are done. They all in their 30s. Can't do that. That don't make no damn sense. The game is played way too fast now to have that many old people on the team. I don't care how good you think your scheme is. Who on that team plays defense? Westbrook got cooked by Reggie Jackson. Cooked.
Oh,
Reggie Jackson been holding a grudge from OKC for like 4 years now, and he just.
Well, there's this dude that's this linchpin that he was supposed to be the linchpin of their defense, but he happens to always be in street clothes, so their defense doesn't work because they got a bunch of old ass dudes out there that can't keep nobody from the basket. So, yeah, but not to get caught in the mud with the Lakers, we have to ask each and every week. Daryl's always got something real spicy to say, so we have to ask this week, ladies and gentlemen. What are Daryl's top 5? Damn, he don't like Stephen A. at all, is what I hear. Oh, if that is not the most on-brand thing you said this show, oh my God. That is so on-brand.
All right, man. Give us the next one, man. At least leave it alone.
That is too. It is so on brand. It's so on brand. He threw his red hat on right before he did that. He was like, "Yeah, let me show y'all something." No, you got to give him some minutes. You got to be like, in number 4, you can't be like, and the next one. Daryl's girl, Ronda Rousey. Oh, that's Daryl's girl right there, man.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
That's what they do. Can I just say, I noticed your top 5. I just have to add in on this. When she did that roll into the ankle lock, I was like, if you don't get this bullshit off my screen, if you do not get this off of my screen. Yo, boy. Say it right. My boy, Kobe. You should be saying it, my boy. All I'm gonna say is keep that same energy for Conor McGregor. Hey, keep that. I'm just because
look at him gaslighting over there.
I'm sure he's gonna fight again.
Look at him gaslighting.
And I just want you to keep that same energy. Because you know he be out here saying all types of reckless stuff. And I sure remember after somebody was sitting in there with his little woken leg, he sure was saying some greasy stuff on that microphone. So keep that same energy for your man's Conor.
Just throwing fuel on the fire.
Wow, I get damn. I guess it's fair. I've been handing out people's mans all show, so I guess it's fair you gave me Pat McAfee, but whatever, fine. Oh, you didn't like the way Pat was over there. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince. You didn't like that. You didn't like his glad handing he was doing. You didn't like that. Look, man, I don't have no beef with McAfee, dog. But look, I'm gonna just say, if you looking for him to ask a real question, you're looking at the wrong one, because that's not what he does. He brings you on there to have fun and glad hand and stuff, and hopefully not become a racist like Joe Rogan. So, yeah. Hey, look, all I'm saying is you trying to give away your money. I got some land I can sell you, but I can't show it to you just yet. Holler at me in my DMs.
I'll gladly sell you a hamburger today. I'll gladly sell it to you tomorrow if you pay me today.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, no, you're right, Daryl. The funny money is officially like out of control at this point. It's quite comical, the points that it's at this point. So hopefully that's, shit can get reined in, because yes, it is absolutely absurd that Joe Rogan has a coin at all. Even if you just meme coin him, we've seen what has happened with meme coins before. A meme coin turns into a gold rush. So I don't know if you charging like 0.00000000001 cents for Joe Rogan coin. I give you $5, dog, because that $5 might turn into some money. No, I'm just playing. I ain't buying no damn Joe Rogan coins. I'm done. I'm just playing. No, I'm just done. I'm just playing. I'm not playing with no fucking Joe Rogan coin. Get out of my face. Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy the coin of a racist.
By that Rouge.
You just gonna keep trying to get that one over at you, bro.
Hey man, it's the Rouge coin, bro.
Oh.
Rouge.
No, absolutely not. That's the way it is, right?
Nobody's reporting it. That's all. That's the only difference.
Hey, look, man. Now, what happened is our economy has been dealing with this for a couple of years, and we got a whole bunch of people back in places like we ain't giving nobody no damn money. They need to get these people back out here to work. Okay, so and there's this thing called inflation that's kicking in. That's really kicking everybody's ass more than anything. For those that don't understand how inflation works, just think about it this way. When I was in high school, a gallon of milk cost like $1.50. Now you buy a gallon of milk, it's like $4. And the cost of living always keeps going up, and inflation's going up. But guess what's not going up? Can y'all guess? What's the secret? Do you know?
Hey,
Wages.
I worked with this old dude. He was a Vietnam vet. Every time you like, hey, what's up, Al? Same shit every day. You say, what's up, Al? He said, the cost of living and not my paycheck every day. Hey,
Shout
listen,
outs to
bro.
Al.
I couldn't wait to get to work to ask him that same question. I knew he's gonna hit me with the same shit every day. I could not wait.
I'm with you on that, Al, because that's what I'd be trying to tell him. But that is another resounding episode of ITC Sportsball, ladies and gentlemen. Mace, tell the people where to find you.
Catch me on Twitter, funky_stuff09, Instagram, Nindaime Summer, or Twitch, twitch.tv/swaggymace.
Daryl, Mr. Low Elo Janitor himself. Tell the
Where you at?
He's hear me. Look, I got bro. My headphones died. It's all y'all people know where to find me at J Spander Man everywhere. Goddamn it, the prettiest face or the logo, you know what it is. I'm the pretty boy on the show. Don't give a shit what y'all talking about.
At least I can grow a beard.
Fuck you. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of your favorite weekly sports show. It is that one ITC
Sportsball.
Better this week. Oh, yeah, like literally my headphones. Look, my right one died.